Hey there guys and welcome back. Today we got a spy deck with Emhyr that's been working out pretty well. I mean, I see this deck a decent amount on the ladder now, and it's actually the deck that I have the most trouble with usually, just because it has different things they can do. I don't know if it's just the deck that I'm running, but I mean, it works out pretty well so far. I'd like to run it and see what exactly screws it over, but we'll get into the deck profile now, and let's see, we got two Nausicaa brigades. Damages spying unit by 7. If it was destroyed, strength and stealth by 4. So, he's a 16 value card if you pull out the full value of him, which is harder. I mean, you need to play an infiltrator most likely to pull that off. But he's still a good value card even if you pop off something like Iris or Joham de Wet. Because if you pop off Joham de Wet, you're going to get 14 value out of it. With the Iris, you're going to get tons of value because you need a popper anyway. A popper. Oh god, somebody's going to comment about that. Then we got two Imperial Brigades. Whenever a spying enemy appears, boost self by 2. Deploy boost self by 2 for each spying enemy. Only running 2 of them in this deck because you don't count on them so much. They're more round 1 to help you win round 1. And they get up pretty strong because you got a decent amount of spies here and you got ways to resurrect spies and stuff. Next up, we got the Imperial Enforcers, which we're running 3 of these. They're really good cards. And they go well with emissaries because you can get tons of value with emissaries and Imperial Enforcers. Like, it's pretty ridiculous how many pings you get to pull off with this guy sometimes. Then we got 3 Infiltrators, toggle another unit spying token. Now you target an enemy with this, it'll boost up your Imperial Brigade, and then you can do something like the Nausicaa Brigade and kill it off, or if you spy something really strong, you can hit it with a Menno. And this is a pretty crazy combo with Menno because you can even target gold with it. So I mean, if you're facing a consume deck and they accidentally make him really powerful, you just Infiltrator Menno and then they're really sad. So next we got Roach. Whenever you play a gold card from your hand, note does not include leaders, play Roach from your deck on a resolve row, on a random row before that card resolves. So this guy's going to come out before your effect happens of whatever card you play. Then we got Kaher. Doom Stubborn. If playing as Nilfguard, trigger your leader's deploy ability. Your leader is Emhyr, which lets you return a bronze or silver ally to your hand, and you have to play a card first. So that ends up working out pretty well. Then we got Ranfran. Play a bronze or silver disloyal unit from your deck, shuffle others back. Now, it can be a Kenturella. Joham de Wet is usually like your best combo with him because then you don't lose any value on the Joham de Wet. You just get to play another card and boost it by 10. And if you're lucky enough to pull off the Nausicaa Brigade, you get even more value, and that's like the most devastating combo. One of the most devastating combos is that combo right there, if you actually get to pull that off, because you get a lot of power. You get 5, 19, 29 power from that if you actually get to pull it off that way. So, yeah, Renfren, really good. Along with Menno. I mean, Menno just deletes 1 spy, so even if you don't have your infiltrator to make something a spying unit, or they don't have anything really high power worth Mennoing, you still got your Kenturella that you can just Menno and totally take away that 11 power and gain your card advantage from it and be pretty happy with that. Then we got the Vicavaro Medic. Resurrect a bronze unit from your opponent's graveyard. They don't have a bronze that you really want, like a boosted up Akumara or something, then you can just resurrect an emissary and get more value out of your emissaries, trigger the brigade, Imperial Enforcers more, add more to your Imperial Brigade. Works out pretty well. Then we got Selak, spawn an Ambassador, Assassin, or Emissary. Emissary is awesome. This deck, I mean, I usually see them play Emissary. Very few cases do I see Assassin. I mean, if there's something that you need to delete and you can delete it with Assassin, then yeah, of course go with Assassin. But mostly the Emissary is the option that you want to go with him. Then we got Azure Var Anahid. Shuffle up to 2 bronze or silver cards from either graveyard and player's deck. Matchup dependent. If you're playing your deck, then, I mean, if you're playing against something that you don't want to shuffle the enemy's cards back, like if you're facing Skellige, then you can actually shuffle their Olgierd back into their deck, and maybe their Dorangary that they're planning on restoring, and you can actually hurt them a lot that way. I've had that happen a couple times. Or if you want to shuffle cards back into your deck, you got things like the Roach. This lets you play another Roach again, and you can shuffle any of these cards back. Like, none of these cards would be a bad choice to shuffle back into your deck, except for maybe the Infiltrator, because 3 is plenty. All the other cards, though, really good choices. Roach is definitely one of the best, because then you can re-get that tempo from the 4-power Roach. Then we got Renew. Resurrect a gold unit. Yeah, any of these gold units, you can just resurrect and activate them again. I mean, you can pull off a double Infiltrator, target 2 of their units, play Menno, kill one, and then resurrect him, kill another one later. Can add up for some crazy value. Then we got Assassin. Only one. Damage the unit to the left of it by its base power, but no more than 10. It's another disloyal unit to run in your deck, and it's a decent one. I mean, you're only going to get 9 value out of it most times, but it's more important for the fact that you can delete something that's really annoying and can really screw you over. Like if in a mirror matchup, you could just ping off an Imperial Enforcers with it, so that way you don't have to worry about that guy's effect anymore. Then we got 3 Emissaries. Draw the top 2 bronze units from your deck, play one, and shuffle the others back. This guy can end up having a lot of chain combo going on. Like, you play them, and then you play another one, then you play another one, and then you play the card that you want, and you get lots of value out of that. Especially if you play something like an Imperial Brigade, or if you have the Imperial Enforcers out. Like, that's the best time. If you have an Imperial Enforcers out, and you triple these guys out, and then play an Imperial Brigade, whew. Yeah, you get a lot of power from that. Then we got Iris. Boost 5 random units on the other side of the board by 5. Not too hard to have 5 units out, and it's a disloyal unit, so it'll boost up your other stuff, and we got plenty of things that interact with disloyal units. Monsters and Nilfguard Spies are like the best things for Irish usually. Then we got Jaham de Wet. Play the top loyal or bronze silver unit in your deck, boosted by 10. This guy's ridiculous sometimes, depending on what he grabs. I mean, there's never a bad situation because you're basically getting to play a card from your deck and then boosting it by 5, since you're only giving them 5 power. But the way that Spies and disloyal units interact with this deck makes them even more powerful, and you can gain even more value from that. Then we got Cantarella, your disloyal unit. Not every deck's running disloyal units anymore, I'm pretty surprised, but Cantarella works out really well, and if you're facing a deck with no disloyal unit, and you say you go second, you can get tons of card advantage with this guy. Because he's a disloyal unit, so he'll activate Imperial Enforcers, Imperial Brigade, and then you'll be 2 cards up if you've gone second. And then you can always kill it off with something like Menno. Like, this card's really good, and its effect's not the best, but it is on the lower power disloyal units. You draw the top card from your deck, keep it or place it at the bottom of your deck, and draw the top new card. Since you don't get to see both cards that you could be drawing, but I mean, if you know pretty much what's left in your deck, then yeah, you can know where you have a high chance of getting, and it's not so bad. It's not the best, not the worst. I'd put it right in the middle for disloyal units. But that's about it for the deck profile. We'll get into a couple games now, and we'll see if I can keep winning with it. Alright, game 1, we got a Henselt.
Patience is not a
I
virtue
don't know what
I am
type of
known
deck
to
this could
have.
be. I was going to say it's probably like the one that boosts everything, but you never know now, because there's quite a few different combos you can run with Henselt. Roach is going to need to go back for sure. I like this Imperial Brigade. I want an Emissary, though. And I'm facing Henselt, so I mean, Assassin would probably be really helpful. You can throw... Ooh, another Imperial Enforcers. I'm going to actually throw back 1 Brigade, an Iris, and Carher. Oh man, no Emissary, so I'm gonna... I mean, not Emissary. Yeah, Emissary, so I'm gonna have to
What do you want?
pull Emissary out with this card. And yeah, he is going for that deck, so we are gonna kill that thing off right away.
What do you want?
Another one? Darn it. Didn't think he ran two of them. That's not usually what they do. Ah, okay. Well. That's going to boost any spies that I throw at him. That's so annoying. I'm going to have to kill that one too.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Okay. So yeah, it looks like he is going for that pretty normal deck. Which means I'm going to be locked out of my emissaries. And most of my disloyal units if I do that. Like, am I really just going to Menno for 4 damage? Yeah, I'm going to Menno for 4 damage because that thing is so annoying. Okay. Here comes the roach. Kill that thing off. There. We're back in business. I was kind of afraid also that he was going to Hensel and bring out a bunch of those. Whoa, oh, yep, he killed it. Okay, well, there's one of his golds gone. I mean, he did go first, so we'll just play this guy out. We'll do 2 damage to the poor flanking infantry. Then we'll get the emissary out and see if we can get a chain combo going.
Well, it's war.
Oh, there's a Shani.
Limbs, blood, and guts.
Salutations.
Another one. Oh my god, he played another one. And assassin. Hey. Okay, it doesn't ignore armor, that's right. We're gonna have to assassin again. Or just pass this round. Yeah.
My son.
We're gonna have to definitely assassin. Kill that thing off again. Don't want him getting that value from that and boosting more of these guys up. Okay, so to win this, we do need to play one more card. Probably Infiltrator. If I infiltrate or return this to my hand, that'd be 10, 19, 22. Yeah. So we're going to Emhyr.
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
And Infiltrator's like the weakest thing we have in our hand, unfortunately, because those brigades can be really good. We're going to toggle this thing's spying status. We're going to damage it. Then we're going to return this guy to our hand. And we'll take round 1. 1 card down. Not too bad. Stopped most of his shenanigans with that stupid card. I had to spend off a lot of assassins to do that. I want an emissary though. Emissary. No, neither of you are emissary. And throw infiltrator back. Nausicaa brigade. Okay. Well, I definitely want to bleed him out because I don't want to go into the last round with like. He has one more of those I have to worry about. I'm going to start off with Ranfrin. And we'll go Jahum de Wet because that'll combo well with our other card. And hey, we got an Imperial Brigade. Cool. We'll do 4 damage to that.
Long live, etc., etc.
I mean, I'm not going to assassin that because I know what he's trying to set me up for.
I always.
But we will infiltrator it, do 2 damage to it. Just to cancel it out a little bit. Okay, he's going to go with another one. So we'll go with our brigade. Just get the value from those spies before I try to kill them off. And anything in his graveyard worth resurrect? I could resurrect an assassin from his graveyard. That's a possibility. Okay, here comes the reinforcements. Is he really pulling out his last 6 power, or is he just pulling out a poor flanking infantry? Nope, he's pulling off the last of those.
Trouble approaches.
So we're gonna resurrect our assassin now and kill that off. And yeah, we'll do 2 damage to the assassin. Just because if I delete this armor, they're gonna heal and get it back anyway. Okay, now that we don't have to worry about that, let's see what our emissaries can get us. Emissary. Come on, more emissaries. We need an emissary chain. Okay, emissary. Into emissary. Into emissary.
A shame I have no time.
Into Emhyr Brigade. Okay, not too bad. Now we'll get to do a bunch of damage with this. We'll actually kill this thing off because I don't want him insulting it. Well, no, we won't kill it off. Okay, he's gonna Hensel. We're gonna play Iris, and then we're gonna Nausicaa Brigade it, and I think we're gonna 2-0 this guy. Let's see. Yeah, do 2 damage to that other guy. There you go. And 3 damage to something else. Okay. Well, now we'll go with Iris.
We've met. I don't recall.
And we'll do 2 damage to... Should we be safe and do it to the Iris? No. Forget being safe. Be greedy. I'm already trying to 2-0 a guy. I mean, I'm being pretty greedy as it is. So...
For the king!
Okay. Okay, cool. Now we'll play the Nausicaa Brigade on this top row. Delete our Iris, boost everything up, get 25 more value, and we'll go right up to 91. So he has to get 41 value in 2 cards.
Temeria has yet to speak its last.
Exactly, we're going to have to waste off a lot of really good stuff, or... Well, that's not too bad of a start. There's 26. Now he needs 15. Oh, he got it. He got it with the marigolds and the John Natalis. Oh, man, I thought we had him. All right. Well, maybe if we get a renew or something. Because then I could just Menno. Carher is definitely not what I want. Well, that's sad. Well, not so sad as getting a Thralder, I guess, so... We're in the clear for that. Maybe I'll get like an Imperial Brigade. Oh, Nausicaa Brigade. There we go. Boom. 20 power. Do you have 20 power in 1 card? No, you do not. Okay, we won game 1. Oh. That was back and forth. Okay, well, I figured out one way to screw this deck over is play Northern Realms and those cards that boost things that you throw over up by 1 because, I mean... I'm just giving them more and more value by playing Spies with that, but that's the first time I ran into somebody actually running those. I think we dealt with it pretty well. We kept deleting them. I did have to use a lot of the assassins, and I had to use my guy to spawn an assassin. I ended up using 3 assassins, but we ended up pulling it off, so I mean, hey, it's game 1. We'll get in the second game now. Hey, here we go against Unseen Elder Consume. Maybe we'll be able to pull off a really cool Menno here. We'll have to see. I'm going to hold on to an Infiltrator if I actually get Menno. Hey, Menno. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to have to hold on to an Infiltrator for when he uses the leader ability. I can actually use a Menno early, though, because I have Renew. His hand's actually looking pretty good. I'm going to throw the Emissary back because you only need 1 to start the combo. Nausicaa Brigade, not too bad. Maybe I should throw both back because they're both going to most likely be on top of my deck with the way mulliganing works. Got an iris. I think I actually want to keep this hand. We'll keep this hand. His hand's looking pretty decent. We don't have any weather clear in this deck, but I don't know if he runs weather clear. Well, we have no way to delete that. We're going to start off with our Imperial Enforcer. Do 2 damage to it. Oh, he's going to White Frost. Alright. Well, I could always Emhyr him. I don't think it's worth it. We're going to play another one. And we'll see what he plays. Okay, he's going to go with Harpy. So we'll go with... Oh, Celtic's going to die right away if I put him there, so I can't pop him back to my hand. Yeah, well, we need to kill off that Arrakis at least, so we're gonna play him. I could Emissary and kill off the Arrakis, boost that guy back up. I mean, not Emissary, Ambassador. Should I go with my... I'm gonna go with my Emissary play.
Please wait, Your Excellency.
Emissary
Falling behind.
into Emissary.
Shame I have no time.
Into Emissary.
Your humble servant.
Into Imperial Brigade. Yeah, play that one up there.
What you folk lack.
Little... Oh, crap. Time. Time. Okay, it's just gonna randomly do it because I ran out of time. Not too bad. I mean, it randomly chose my targets. I would rather pop that second egg, but... it's not the worst. At least we stopped his Arrakis from eating. Then I'll probably throw Cantrella over. Because I should be in a pretty good position. Okay, he's going to Gales. Bring out his Dorngary. To Ekimara. He must have another one, or a way to play that Dorngary again. We're going to play our Cantrella, get some more card advantage here. Do I want Azure? Well, when I Menno, Roach is going to come out, so I could use Azure to shuffle Roach back into my deck. Yeah, we'll go with her. And we'll do 2 damage to this. Okay, looks like he's not going to pass. He's going to give us that unit. Which, I mean, we're still in the lead now, so I could hold on to my Menno. Now let's get some more advantage. We'll play Menno. Bring out that Roach. Kill off our Cantrella. Now we're crazy far ahead, so I mean, if he doesn't pass here, I'm gonna pass. Okay, there's the pass, yep. We have a renew for our Menno too. So when he plays his leader, I'm definitely gonna Infiltrator him and Menno him. He has 7 carryover, but not really that big a deal. Oh, I think I'm actually going to hold on to my Johum DeWitt. I'm going to throw an Infiltrator back. Carher. Well, we'll start out with Azir.
Magic dies. This world dies with it.
We're going to shuffle our Roach back into our deck for sure. And an Emissary, maybe? No, because it goes into his deck. That's an enemy card. Anything that I want to give him back? No, he has nothing. So I guess we'll go with... our Selleck. Shuffle Roach and Selleck back into our deck. He's gonna neck her. Well, we'll start by... I mean, even if I pass here, I don't like passing here. We're gonna start off with Imperial Enforcer. Start pinging this thing down, force out his other neckers. Oh, never mind. He's gonna consume that. He's not gonna let us do that. Well, it's not worth infiltrating that when he has a Menno still. I mean, when he still has his leader. Don't know if I want to use any of my big combo cards yet. We'll go with Jawham Day Wet. See what we get. Oh, there we go. There's something to return to my hand at least. We'll go with... Assassin or Emissary? Or Ambassador? I mean, we have no more brigades left, so Emissary's combo is pretty low right now. We'll go with Emissary, just to thin out our deck a little bit.
No time.
And then... yeah, we'll go with Infiltrator.
Not by strength, then by stealth.
We'll toggle this thing's spying status. Now he's going with his Arrakis to bring those out of his deck. I probably want to Carher here. But what do I play from my hand? I don't want to waste off my Nausicaa Brigade or anything, really. I could just throw Carher back. I mean, having this Selleck in our hand for the final round could be really good. So yeah, we're going to Carher.
Do what I must.
I'm going to play the Nausicaa Brigade. Kill this off. And we're going to return Nausicaa Brigade to our hand. Why not? Now he's a 9 power, actually. So that'll actually work out better. Oh, there's Unseen Elder. What's he going to eat? Not his Necker. Well, we could do that combo again. Well, now I kind of want to... I'll actually fight this out now. Wonder what? We can probably take this. I'm going to make him a disloyal unit. Then pop him with... oh, never mind. Not going to pop him. No sense in renewing Menno right now. I think we'll just go with Iris. Have him eat our Iris for us. Or not. He's gonna do that and then he will not eat our Iris. Well, this could actually work out even better for us. If things go out and go right. We're going to Carher. We're going to play our Imperial Brigade. And hopefully Iris does not hit this Infiltrator. Okay, cool. So it doesn't proc before that. We're going to return Infiltrator to our hand. And then we're going to make this thing a disloyal unit. And hopefully get to delete it with Menno. He's going to Royal Decree out Siri Dash. Alright, let's see if he has another Grand Warrior. Nope, he doesn't. Cool. So we're probably going to be able to 2-0 this guy right here. Where's our Menno? Bring our Menno out. Delete 32 power from him. He needs 32 power in that last. A lot more than, actually, a decent chunk more than 32 power. Nope, he doesn't have it. 2-0 2 people so far. Let's go. No forfeits either, which is awesome because I usually run into a ton of forfeits. But, so, that's game 2. I mean, I'm glad he didn't have another Grand Warrior. That would have sort of hurt, but we would have had the renew for the final play and maybe drawn into something good. So, this deck working out pretty well. I mean, those 2 combos I thought were actually going to screw me over, but it actually ended up working out pretty well. I might like this more than the Skellige deck. I don't know if it keeps working out, because even before when I was testing it, it was working out pretty well. Haven't run into any problems with it really yet. But we'll get into the last game now before I keep rambling. So, see you guys there. Alright, game 3.
Patience is not a virtue
Francesca
I'm known to
Mulligan.
have.
Mulligan deck. I don't know about this one. Don't face this one enough. What should I keep? Well, definitely an Imperial Enforcers. We need an Emissary or something.
Watch
Emissary?
and learn.
Menno, that's cool. Especially with our Cantrella. I guess I'll throw back a Nausicaa Brigade and an Imperial Brigade. Wow. Now this hand would be great if we had, like, something awesome. Like an Emissary or Cantrella, something to get our combo rolling. We're going to start off with Imperial Enforcer. Do 2 damage to that. Then we'll probably just go Cantrella. Because then if he passes, we can just Menno and most likely take it. Oh! Well, yeah, we want to get this damage off now.
No one can hide from me.
We're going to throw this here. An Assassin. An Assassin would guarantee me that I can pop off that 7 thing. Now we're gonna take the chance. Another Imperial Brigade. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna do 2 damage to that because we're gonna Menno our Cantrella anyway. Alright, he's gonna do 2 damage. We're going to Infiltrator that.
Always find a way in.
And hopefully kill it off, like, next round with our Nausicaa Brigade. We'll see if he has another movement dwarf. If he passes here, I think I could just take it with my Nausicaa Brigade and not have to waste off my Menno. No, he's gonna... Oh, he's gonna move that? Okay. Well, we're gonna delete this before this becomes more of an issue. We don't really have any disloyal units. I mean, we have the Jaham de Wit. That's about it. I guess I could Emhyr, play an Imperial Enforcers, and throw Infiltrator back to my hand. Or I could throw Imperial Brigade and kill off that next 7 power. Yeah, we'll go with this. We'll pop off his... Actually, we'll do 2 damage to this, just in case he moves it and heals it. Not sure how much I want to use on this round. Okay, there's a Dwarven Agitator. He's going to move it, heal it, do 2 damage. We're going to go with Emhyr.
There is but one punishment for traitors.
Then we're going to play Jaham de Wet. Pull out,
If
ooh,
not by
an
strength,
infiltrator from our
then by
deck.
stealth.
Cool. And we'll make this a disloyal unit. We'll do 2 damage to it. Well, 4 damage. And then we'll return our Nausicaa Brigade to our hand. If we kill these off, this will be really good. He's already used 2 Dwarven Agitators, so I mean, if we take this round, we'll be in pretty good position. Alright, looks like he's going to try to get value out of that before he knows what's coming. So this is going to be 9, 13, plus 4. It's going to be a 17 power, bringing me up to 41. Which means if he passes, I can still just Menno. Yeah, we'll play it. We're going to kill this thing off. Boost him up some more. There's nothing worth resurrecting or anything yet, because we didn't really get any of our bronze disloyal units. Last wish. Another movement dwarf.
Know if anyone's got any hooch left.
I mean, he doesn't have much for the final round now, or the next 2 rounds. We're going to go with a brigade. Get him boosted up. And then we'll probably pass. And just give him the first round. If I can waste off one more thing. And, yeah. Especially now that we can't Menno that, we're definitely going to pass now. He used up a lot of his cards. I mean, we need an infiltrator now to get a good Menno target. Pure Brigade. Oh, Selleck, you're cool. Good. There's something. I'm gonna throw this brigade back. Infiltrator, thank you.
The ones to start this war.
Okay, so he's gonna disloyal. Could always respawn one of those movement dwarfs, and if I shuffle cards back in my deck, I'm definitely gonna go with Nausicaa Brigade and an infiltrator, probably. Nah, Enforcer, because we still have a lot of emissaries in our deck. I'm gonna play her, shuffle back. Imperial Enforcers, and where's that other card? Not his Roach, definitely not his Roach. There we go, Nausicaa Brigade. Not sure how deep. Okay. There you go. He's going to pass now. An infiltrator and a Nausicaa Brigade would be awesome. And then, like, chain comboing into emissaries. That'd be, oh. Well, Am I really going to throw the Iris back? No, we have nothing to renew. I'll throw the renew back. Carher. This can actually come in handy. Depending on the situation. We'll find out.
My son has...
We're going to go with Seelick.
A shame.
Bring
I
out that
have no
emissary. And... oh, bring out the Nausicaa Brigade. Kill that off. Okay, well, we'll go with Carher, since he's going to do that. And what should we play? He already used his lock unit, so I don't have to worry about that. I could just throw my Iris over now.
I am no Nilfguardian.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll Carher, and Roach will, of course, land on the middle row. best row for him to land on. Well, actually, now Vivomedic.
We've met.
Now Iris.
I don't recall.
And I'll return this to my hand.
My folk have suffered much.
Okay, looks like he's gonna mulligan for something. I mean, unless he runs artifact compression, like he has no way to deal with that. He could run artifact compression though, that is a possibility. Okay, we're gonna medic. Going to... Should I try for the emissary chain again? Or should I just clear weather? Ah, we're trying for the emissary chain. Come on.
A shame.
Ah, there we go. Emissary into emissary.
Your humble
To emissary. Ooh. So that's 6. We have... This is going to give us some more spying units. Trying to add up. We'll go with the Nausicaa Brigade. And it's actually going to be more in our favor to pop one of these off for now. Might have been better to grab the brigade. I mean, I would have gotten 8, but this guy's like a 17 power. 19 power card, and I don't think my brigade would have gotten up to 19 power. Oh, movement dwarf. Yeah, he's actually going to move that into the weather. Well,
I always find a way in.
we'll infiltrator. We shall... make you a disloyal unit, why not? I'm gonna probably be able to get 5. I might be able to pull off the 5 unit Iris, unless he kills something. Because he could have another dwarf, one of these dwarven mercenaries and move Karher up. Yep. Well, now we're only gonna get a 4 Iris. Still not too bad. He's going to move all those to the top row. He's going to kill off our Karher. We're going to play Menno. Delete this 7 power. Then we're going to Nausicaa Brigade. And hopefully Iris will carry us to the win. It's going to be a 20 power Iris.
Your vet will have
Instead of 25, but still. It's going to be pretty good. Take 2 guaranteed extra damage or think that that's a Marigold or Igni. I'll take the 2 extra damage.
Nilfguard!
Then we'll pop off our Iris. And we got 57. Okay, he needs 27 points in that one card. Don't think it's happening.
Let's get this over.
Geralt not going to be enough. Woo! We won all 3. This deck's pretty crazy. I mean, I was having trouble with it and I see it a lot, and now I see why. I mean, this is just ridiculous. It's very reactive. That's what I like about it. Like, you're not playing the same game like some decks. Like the Skellige deck, you play basically the same game every time almost. But this deck is very reactive for what type of deck you're facing. You gotta figure out, like, Are you going to go with emissaries? Are you going to go with assassins? Like, you got to be very careful what you meno. Pretty cool deck. Really liking it. This is another definitely ranked worthy deck because I see it in ranked all time at 4K. So, I mean, you guys can try it out and let me know. Or if you're already playing it, let me know how it's been working for you. And see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.